Hey guys, it's Meg. I am here this week with a new video for you. This is going to be our standard tarot reading, so if you would like to get a message from the cards, please come on in, have a seat, and we'll get started in a moment. Just a few quick housekeeping things. If you like what you see in the video, please go ahead and click the like, subscribe, and the bell buttons. That way you can stay in the loop for when I post new work. And I've included a list of my social media links, and there's a list of the decks I'm using in the video. So if you want to get in touch with me, or if you want to explore the decks I'm using, you totally can. I'm open to starting a communication with you guys. Just let me know if you have any feedback for me, and I am open for private readings if you guys are interested in that as well. Again, check the description because the link to my tip jar is open. Okay, so for those of you who are new here, I usually start by reading some oracle cards. And then we move into our tarot. I like doing that because it gives a whole picture of the energy going on right now, or just generally going on around us. Right now we are actually post full moon, super moon. There was a lot of energy going on, and I do have some thoughts about what was happening for me personally, but specifically today. I'm filming this on a Tuesday, and it was kind of a crazy day. So I feel like the energy is a little bit wild right now, or that's how I've experienced it. So if you're resonating with that, let's see what we need to see about that. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay. So to start us off with our oracles, okay, we're looking at rescue. Okay, we have rescue. Okay, all right. We have the full moon in Cancer, which says a personal issue yes, I did read that correctly. A personal issue reaches resolution. Okay. There is the full moon in Cancer. Okay. All right. Okay, we have all is well, which says everything is happening exactly as it is supposed to. With hidden blessings, you will soon understand. Okay. Okay, so now I'm curious. So let's see where this goes here. Okay. So all is well. Okay, bestie, what's going on here? Okay. And we have the exile. Okay. Okay. So there's two ideas that come to mind first here. The first one being that you have been in a state of aloneness. By that, I get with the exile card, I get hermit energy out of the tarot. And if you're familiar with the tarot, that's being on your own, kind of finding your own path and following that, figuring things out for yourself. The first way I'm going to read that, though, is that you've been in a period of aloneness, and you're looking to come back out of that period, but you're having a little bit of trouble figuring out how to do that. Okay, I think this aloneness has required you to do a lot of healing, a lot of reflecting, a lot of getting into your intuition. Please take note of the owl on this character's shoulder. Okay, and to me, owls are their wisdom, their intuition, their reflection, their looking into the darkness, or at least the archetype of an owl to me is looking into the darkness and seeing what you need to see from it. Okay, um, and that's good. But I want you to have a look at that. And this is hard to see, and I'm sorry, this card's possibly uncomfortably close, but this character is holding out a very wide binocular. I'm reading it as binoculars. I know there's another word for it. But they're searching, right? They're really searching to find their way back. Okay. And I get the feeling that some of you, if you are resonating with this in part, you are searching, okay? But maybe you're not finding what you're looking for, okay? So that's the first way I'm seeing it, okay? The second way that I'm reading, at least these two cards, are that you. So that part one I just did. Part two of this, and maybe this resonates with some of you more, is that you've gone on a journey of aloneness in order to rescue part of the soul in you that has been hurt. Okay. Basically the second part I'm trying to get to is that you've rested, you recharged, you've healed, you've done the work. Okay. And I feel more compelled to go with the second option. Okay. Because of the other two cards here. And I mentioned that we had this full moon in Cancer and all is well here. Okay. Let's explore the second option. Give me some feedback on the first option if you are resonating with that further, and if you have your own interpretations of the cards, let me know and let's have a chat about it. Okay, so we've gone in hermit mode in order to do the resting, do the healing, do the recharging. Okay, and this is where part of you coming back out of that might come into play here. Because we're looking at this full moon in Cancer card, something happened, something needed to be looked at and addressed. And now that you've done that, okay, you've done that with your alone time, okay, in this period of aloneness, you've done the addressing that you needed to do of this issue, okay? And now it's moving on. The energy's moving out, okay? Let it go. Don't hold on to it, okay? And I say that, let it go. Don't hold on to it, because you're okay. You're okay to let it go, but you have good things coming to you in this space that is being vacated by this old energy. Okay, none of this cycle would have happened if you hadn't let yourself be alone, be by yourself, be on your own, figure things out for yourself during this time. Okay. Okay. So that is the oracle energy. Let's get into some tarot and see what else we need to see. Like what else do we need to see? So what I'm going to do for this, I'll pull some main energy, and then we'll look at the card on the bottom and at the top to see, again, just get a complete picture of what we need to see. Okay. Okay. So, what do we need to see about this energy? What do we need to see from our tarot, please? Okay, what do we need to see? Okay. All right, we're going to start with our 4 of coins. All right, those are 4 of coins. Okay, we have 4 of coins. We have 2 of coins. Okay, those are 2 of coins. And we have the Page of Cups. Okay, here's the Page of Cups. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm hearing that some of you have had money on your mind. You're thinking about it a little too much, and you've put yourself in a place where you are kind of juggling your emotions, juggling just a lot of things around your money. Okay, I'm getting here specifically because the 4 of coins suggests being stingy, not being able to be comfortable with what you have. Okay, and that's putting you in a place of feeling like you're juggling your thoughts, juggling your emotions, juggling the physical aspect of this. How are you going to maybe put food on your table, put clothes on your back, keep the lights on, right? I'm getting a sense of feeling very unrooted, okay? And in part what we talked about in the Oracle, this is probably part of the issue that is starting to conclude. Okay, let's pay attention to that. Okay, it's starting to conclude for you because you've learned a lot about this time right now. Okay, when this Page of Cups, this has been a deeply emotional. Yeah, it's been a deeply emotional time. Okay, because you haven't felt grounded, you haven't felt, your roots haven't felt secure. Okay, and even this little rabbit character, I'm gonna get that up close because I want to share this little bunny character with you right now. Where it looks like this character is going to trip over this string or this cordage that this rabbit has put around his ankle, I'm going to read this as a way for you to figure out, not necessarily even figure out, it's a way for you to allow your roots to get into the soil. Okay, you have to feel settled in order for that to happen. And I could be misinterpreting the meaning behind this card. But I feel like you're finally allowing yourself to get secure in how you're feeling. Okay, and like I said with our oracle, there's an energy of resolution that's coming into your situation. So it's about, not only is it about dang time, okay, but it is also it's also had an effect on you spiritually, how you process your emotions. Okay, and I'm kind of happy I said that because this 2 of coins is about balance. Okay, it's about balance because things have been turbulent. Okay, things have been turbulent, and again, notice that this character looks like he's about to trip on whatever cordage he has around his ankle. Okay. I'm feeling compelled to say also pay attention. Okay. Because, you've been feeling a lot. But yeah, I'm feeling compelled to say pay attention because you do carry a lot with you. Okay. If you're any form of empath, you have a lot. You carry a lot with you. Okay. And I'm seeing, this bowl of liquid in this character's hand. So, just pay attention to what you're carrying, and know that you are vastly more abundant without certain things. People are going to tell you, oh, you need money to pay bills and keep your lights on, blah, blah, blah. True. That is very true. But the number of dollar bills you have in your wallet right now isn't totally you. It's not a full representation of who you are as a person. At least to me. You may disagree, and that's totally cool, right? But yeah, pay attention, okay? This changing energy is helping you stay calm when things become turbulent. You're able to put new roots down. You're able to open up and just be present with your emotions and your space at this time. Okay. What else okay. Okay. Well, I was going to say, what else do we need to see? But we had some cards pop right out. So let's have a look at what those are for now. Okay. Beautiful thing is we have confirmation of this completion because we're looking at the world. Okay. So there is the world. Alrighty, we have the world. Okay. We have the star. Love that. Love that. We have the star. Okay. The star. All right. And we have the Two of Swords. Okay. So there's the Two of Swords. All right. So yeah, like I said, we have confirmation of a sense of completion and a sense of ending. All right. So this personal issue, possibly around finances or just general life things, it's getting itself over and done with. It's almost done. It's reaching its conclusion. Like I said, a new energy is coming in for you. Okay. It's not totally, well, okay, cycles is what I'm bringing up here because it's even shown with this wreath motif around this particular card. It's been a tough cycle, right? There's been a lot of energy, there's been a lot of ungrounded feelings, right? But it's coming back to that sense of rootedness, that sense of personhood. You've allowed your wisdom and your reflection and you being in a space of aloneness to really figure out where your North Star is. Okay, where are you going to put your intention? Where you're going to put your energy? You've taken that time to let yourself heal, let this energy move on. Okay, and that's been great. That's been important. That's been very, very good for you because this has also allowed you to heal some wounds. Okay, but as with anything, as with anything, you do have a choice. Okay, you've opened the door. Okay, we didn't specifically get Two of Wands in this just yet. I can't guarantee that we will, but the gates are open. Okay, and you have this Two of Swords, which is a choice, but there's still a little bit of hesitation. There's still a little bit of hesitation because you don't have all the information just yet. Your period of aloneness isn't quite over, okay? You still have some things you need to decide for yourself, okay? And staying, I'm not saying you need to stagnate where you are, but giving yourself a little bit more time to gather the pieces you need to move forward, it's a good idea to take that time, okay? It's a good idea to take that time. I feel like saying if you're raring to go, impulsivity might not be the thing that serves you best right now. Okay, and just remember that you are looking to your North Star to figure this part out. Okay. I didn't quite explain the Two of Wands because, like I said, I can't guarantee that we're gonna get that card. But in my book, the Two of Wands suggests that the doors are open, the gates are presenting you with an option to leave your comfort zone, and it's up to you whether you stay safe or whether you go forward. That's the energy I'm feeling right now, and again, you do have that choice of how best to move on, but you do need to gather the missing pieces in making that choice. Okay. So, what else? Excuse me. What else do we need to see, please? What else do we need to see? Okay. Okay. So, okay. So we're going to look at the Knight of Wands. Okay. We have the Knight of Wands. Okay. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Remember what I said about cycles. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. And we have the Tower. Okay. So I'm drawn to explaining the Tower first, because this Tower energy here has probably been part of the trigger why you have felt. In fact, I think it's the exact trigger of why you have felt so uprooted and ungrounded, why you felt like you had to juggle a lot of really tough energies right now. It's still there for your situation, the possibility of it lightening up and again moving on, like I've suggested. It's that part's happening. We know that part's happening. But the trigger, the really big trigger, is that something happened that changed the landscape of your familiarity. Okay. I'm thinking that, yeah, I'm thinking like the Tower of Babel, something wasn't put in place correctly and everything fell apart. It's not a fun thing to experience. And again, if you know the tarot or if you've gotten readings where the Tower has come out, there's this aha moment that happened that has, like I said, it's changed the landscape of what you know, and it felt really bad. right? It felt bad afterwards because there were things that you realized were there that you hadn't addressed, okay? But remember what I said about this resolving itself, okay? Um, it's resolving itself in a way that's putting you in a place where you can finally take action on the things and the ideas and all of the passions that you've held on to during this time can finally be acted on. All right, you can finally put fuel to your fire and go do the thing you want to do, um, because the cycle is moving in your favor. Okay, here's the advice though. It's just advice. You take it or don't. It's fine. Don't stress. Um, go slow. Feed this fire slowly. Figure out what you can do to be safe right now. Okay, because this energy is fresh. It's new. It's just coming to fruition. Okay, so don't, maybe let the fruit ripen on the vine a little bit before you start picking it. Okay, and please know, if you're worried about, oh, do I have what it takes? Do I know I have what it takes? Yes, you do. You're a knight. You have the ability to take action. Okay, and if it doesn't feel like things are gaining traction, remember again, mentioning cycles. You have this wheel of fortune. So yes, it's turning in your favor, but you need to know that sometimes starting the car slowly is going to get the engine to turn over a little more effectively. Hope that made sense. Let me know in the comments. Okay. So one more thing for our main energy, and then we shall see what's hidden and how we can clarify everything else. Ooh, okay. Okay. All right. Let's see what we need to see. All right. Okay. All right. Oh, bestie. Oh, bestie, we got the Hermit. I knew we would. Thank you. We got the Hermit. I knew we were going to get this card at some point, but here's the Hermit. Okay. That's funny. Okay, there's the Hermit. We have the Page of Wands. Okay, there's our Page of Wands. Okay. Alrighty. We have the Page of Wands. And we have the High Priestess. Ooh. Okay, there's the High Priestess. Oh man. Oh man. I had a feeling we were going to see the Hermit. And I don't guarantee, if I'm feeling an energy of a specific card, I don't want to guarantee that we're going to get it. Simply because I pull the cards at random and I'm usually shuffling in camera. Or I try and shuffle in camera. You may have seen me do it in this video. But the energy of the Hermit I think it's played a big part with this reading because, like I talked about with our Oracle, there was a period of time where you had to be alone, where you had to process alone, right? Yes, you had a support system, and I believe a lot of you have support systems around you. Okay, some of you might not have a good one, and that's, I can't assume your situation, so that's not me doing that. What I am gonna say here is that your hermit mode, you being in hermit mode, has allowed you to really, really go deep in reflection. Okay, because this is exactly what the High Priestess stands for. It's about getting into your intuition. It's about seeing your darkness. Give me a sec. It's about seeing your darkness simply for what it is, right? It's your darkness, it's your humanness, it's the things that you don't show other people, it's what you keep to yourself. Okay, you've really stuck in and analyzed all of that. Okay, and that's important. Okay, that's really important because the things that aren't necessarily in the light are the things where I think we learn the things we learn the most from. Okay, and I get this Page of Wands because there is a lot of emotion, there's a lot of intensity to you as a person. And I think if you're resonating with that, I think sometimes you don't show that intensity to people because they'll be put off. Okay. I do that too, but I also think I have some processing stuff where I can't articulate it well. And I'm not formally diagnosed with anything, so that's not it's not even about me in this reading here. But the point that I'm making with certainly these two cards, this Exile card and this Page of Wands here, is that you've allowed yourself to turn the light on your shadows and figure out what's in them. Okay? It's interesting that I say that because we have a card from the Suit of Wands, which is represented by the element of fire. Okay? You have this card here represented, I'm assuming that's going to be like a light beam, but general, especially in the Rider-Waite Tarot, you will see the card with a character that is holding a lantern out in front of them. That's exactly what I mean, right? The light of your truth is being turned onto your shadows. Okay? And it's it's illuminating a lot of important lessons that you've been seeking answers for. Okay? And again, I hope I'm going to leave it there. I hope that helps. And I am really excited to see the Hermit make an appearance in this. So, let's move on to what was hidden, what's underneath all of our oracles and main energy. Yeah, what's underneath it all? Okay. Oh, okay. Starting with the Seven of Cups. Okay. We have the Seven of Cups. Alrighty, there's our Seven of Cups. Okay. Seven of Cups. Here we have the Ace of Pentacles. Mm-hmm. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, we have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Five of Cups. Okay. We have the Five of Cups. And we have the Eight of Swords. Okay. All right. So you know how we talked about having that choice with the Two of Swords? I'm having this confirmed by our hidden energy right now. because there has been some big decisions. Okay, let me pull up the two of swords here. There's been some big decisions in your space. You have a lot of them, frankly, and this could be what's putting you at odds with yourself. Say that for a reason. Okay, you're a bit at odds because you have so many options. You have so many opportunities and things that you're really interested in. You want to explore them all. But the problem is you can't, right? And you know you can't. And that, like I said, that is putting you at odds with yourself. It's putting you in a conflict of, yeah, it's putting you in a conflict of your emotions, okay? And you're getting well and truly mired in your thoughts here, your thoughts in your emotions, okay? Um, ah, damn it, what do we do? What do we do with this, okay? What do we do with this? We have this Ace of Pentacles here. So there is an opportunity, ultimately, there's an opportunity to put down new roots, to get new seeds into the soil, right? How in the hell are we supposed to do that with all of this over here? Right? I don't know. I'm stuck. Help. I need an adult, please. Somebody come pick me up. Right? I giggle because that's the first thought I went to. But it's that kind of feeling like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Remember what we talked about, though. This stuck feeling, it's going away. It's getting done because you've done, I think you've done enough of the work to figure out what aligns with you. Okay, you have all these shiny, beautiful, pretty little things here. You need to figure out what aligns. Okay, and when you do see that alignment start happening, okay, you start realizing that this Five of Cups isn't, this probably was you being a little bit overwhelmed, and you started crying over spilled milk. Okay, it's that feeling of you're crying over spilled milk. What's the big deal? Well, yeah, okay, yeah, the big deal is that you're you're stuck in your own thoughts, and you're not realizing that actually these swords are stuck with the handle up. I can move them. I'm not grabbing around the blade. I'm not going to cut my hand because I have my hands on, I'm going to call it a stem, but I know there's a different word for that. I have my hands on the stem of this sword. I'm going to pull it up and move it aside. And I have the capability of doing that because I've learned enough from my pause and reflection to figure out that I can. Okay. Okay. That was our hidden energy. A lot of hidden energy, actually. What do we need to know in order to clarify? What can we do to clarify here? Okay. All right. We have the Ace of Wands. Okay. We have the Ace of Wands. All right. There's our Ace of Wands. All right. We have Death. Interesting. Okay, there's Death. Just catching a good look at what's going on with this, actually. There's Death. We have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, we have the Page of Pentacles, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. It's a repeater card, so let's pay attention to this here. So this is really interesting to me because of the change that's happening. There's a big painful change at the beginning. There's a big change happening now. Okay, and the energy is shifting. It's moving. And to go all the way back to the beginning of this video, this has the possibility of being really disorienting. It has the possibility of yanking up the roots and pulling it all out of the soil. Okay. Again, sorry, give me another minute here. Again, though, the energy shifting. The energy shifting, and we have this card here, this all is well card. So it is, I feel very positively in saying that it is shifting for our favor. Okay? It's shifting for our favor because you've done the work to process what happened at the beginning of this cycle. Okay? Now you've been at the bottom of your wheel, okay? And you're starting to come back up. You're starting to come back up here, which is important and special, okay? Another thing I want you to notice is that we have the glyphs. I'm probably going to get a little bit of this wrong. I'm also reading those backwards to my camera because my camera mirrors it. I see Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius, okay? I think those are the fixed signs in the zodiac. So if you're either one of those is your sun sign or you have those placements in your chart, maybe this reading might be for you. Okay, it's for everybody, but if you might be resonating if you're any one of those 4 signs. But basically, the things that are changing, yeah, they put you at the bottom of the wheel, but because we're going through another change, we're coming back up. Okay? A lot of things have been learned, a lot of wisdom has been gained. You've gone hermit mode to process, and you've turned a light on your shadows so that you know the sum and totality of what you're about. Okay? And this Page of Pentacles is really beautiful energy to see with this reading, because it's exactly what I just said, right? You've had a challenge that has significantly tested you, but you've learned how to put roots down again. You've learned how to put roots down, and you've learned how to stick in where you've learned how to endure. You've learned how to endure, and you're finally putting roots down into the soil. Okay? And that's giving you a lot of confidence. I think that's giving you a lot of confidence to move forward with what lights you up, with what gets your fire burning. Okay? Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I love this reading for you guys. I hope this was helpful and resonant. Let me know in the comments what you might have to say on this reading. If you have any feedback for me, if you have a different interpretation of the cards, please let me know. Let's talk about it. I'm excited to see what you guys might have to say, especially if you know the tarot. Yeah, like, subscribe, all the buttons can be hit if you feel like you want to stick around for a little bit. Yeah, I had an outro memorized and it's gone from my brain, so I'm gonna call it quits here, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I love you guys. Stay safe, and I'll be back with a new one next week. Bye, everybody.